Yesterday morning's first assembly meeting to appoint the new government of the day saw many families and friends turn up to witness the first appointments for the 14th sitting of the House of Assembly on the island. The anxiety filled with excitement and reluctance as each member of the House arrived to await the verdict of the day of which alliance holds the most vote. Only one member was absent from the meeting, Member of Parliament for Toi, Honourable Dion Taufitu. New members of the House looked somewhat anxious to start their first term, and of course the moment of truth arrived. The outgoing Speaker of the House, Honourable Atapane Siakimoto, arrived to start the meeting. President of the Ecclesia Christiana Niue, Reverend Afa Pihingia, opened with encouraging prayer of the importance of government and governance in leading the island. All proceedings start with the swearing in of members of the Oath of Allegiance. MP Honourable Terry Cole nominated John Operator Siakia as Speaker of the House, seconded by Honourable Vainga Tukuitonga. Honourable Toke Talangi nominated Aho Hiva Levi as Speaker, seconded by MP for Alufi South, Dalton Tangilangi. Honourable Toke Talangi requested that all members show votes rather than secret ballot, seconded by Liku MP Honourable Pokotoa Sipili. This was not allowed following part of the legislature constitution that two roles be voted in a secret ballot, the Speaker of the House and that of Premier. Speaker of the House also advised that all votes is by absolute majority out of 19 present members, that one side needed 11 votes to that of 8 for the other side, that 2 votes needed to exceed before declaration of winners. The procedures were not to count the 20 members, but those present to vote. However, they reverted back to 10 to 9 for a win. The two parties who nominated the names for speakers recounted the votes, and the Speaker of the House was announced following the count, which stands as John Operator Siakia with 9 votes and Mr. Aohiva Levi 10, making him the new Speaker of the House of Assembly. Aohiva Levi, new Speaker of the House, also took his oath of allegiance, an acknowledgement of all present in the confidence in electing him as Speaker of the House. The next agenda, the election of a Premier for the next 3 years. Waia Member of Parliament, Talaisi Tamatalaisi, nominated Honourable Toke Talangi, second by Honourable Jack Willie Lipitoa. Second name nominated by MP for Tuapa, Honourable Fisa Pihingia, is for Honourable Tongia Sione Holo, and that was second by new Common Role Member Crossley Tātui. Honourable Tongia Sione Holo accepted, and so does Honourable Toke Talangi. Honourable Ko closed the nominations and second by Honourable Pokotoa Sipili. The vote for Premier resulting in Honourable Toke Talangi with 11 votes and Honourable Tongia Sione Holo with 8 votes. With his brief statement, Premier Honourable Toke Talangi acknowledged all members, those present, dignitaries and the listening public. He acknowledged the other name nominated, Honourable Sione Holo, for showing democracy and the island's open policy. Honourable Tongia Sione Holo acknowledged his nomination and wished the new government success for the next 3 years. Honourable Speaker Hiva Levi opened the floor to all members and suggestions by Member of Parliament of Namukulu to allow new members to acknowledge the House and listeners. All 4 members accepted and gave brief statements. The dedication service opening of the 14th Niue Legislative Assembly for 2011 to 2014 ended with the official ceremony for the day. However, we caught up with newly elected Premier Honourable Toke Talangi yesterday, and he said he was pleased with the outcome and thanked all members of Parliament for their support in re-electing him to lead the island for the next 3 years. Newly elected Speaker of the House Honourable Aohiva Levi also shared the same sentiment in his new role. He said his role is tremendous following in Honourable Atapane Siakimoto's shoes, but he will do his best. Today we spoke to the Leader of the Opposition, Honourable Tongia Sione Holo, about his new role with the new opposition.
I was very happy. We knew when we went in that we have confirmed 8 votes, and I'm very happy with that. If you look at the members who support me, they were young. There are 2 very young members there, and they are well-educated members. And in terms of depth in the team, there's a lot of experience in the House in terms of debates, and I believe that the New Year will do well with a very good team under my leadership in the House. With that number, it's a very good team.
So what will your team's outlook be, considering you were in the previous government, and now you've switched sides, now taking on a leadership role in the opposition?
Well, the role of the opposition in Westminster parliamentary system is really to check the government and make sure it's doing its job correctly. And I'm very impressed with my team, more than happy that we have the best debaters in the House, in my team, well qualified and well experienced. Compared from my own personal view to the previous team, inexperienced, but even though they have the numbers at the moment, it's a very, very small margin. And we're going to have a very good debate in the House and keeping them in check. And that's very good for Niue.
That's Honourable Tungia Sioneholo. This morning, the new Talangi-led government returned to Whalewhana for the first caucus meeting before electing the new ministers for cabinet for the next 3 years. New cabinet ministers, Honourable Pokotoa Sipili, Honourable Haleni Kupa Mangatongia, and Honourable Joan Sisiosi Tahafa Viliamu. Premier Honourable Toke Talangi told those present at the Oath of Allegiance ceremony he was pleased with the selection of new ministers. He said the process of electing his cabinet ministers involved different focuses on ministers' abilities and skills to contribute to the work involved and the development of diverse areas around the island. Premier Talangi also said he decided to appoint 2 other members of his caucus not as ministers but technical advisors to assist with some of the work. They are MP for Avasele, Honourable Billy Talangi, and MP for Lofi South, Dalton Tangilangi. He advised the new government is looking forward to cohesively work and develop projects around the island, starting from the basics. A Sunday incident in Hikutamake resulted in 1 middle-aged man's imprisonment. Police were called to the scene on Sunday morning after reports of a man brandishing a firearm, alleging 2 rounds of his firearm within his home that was close to residential homes. This afternoon he appeared before the local court to answer 3 charges by the police: using a firearm close to residential properties, second, using a firearm in an aggressive manner, and third, charge of using a firearm whilst under the influence of alcohol. The second charge was withdrawn by the police before seeking the court's endorsement on confirmation of the other charges. According to the defendant's submission to the police, the reason for his foolish behaviour is because he was not happy with incidents surrounding the village elections and had stemmed into his aggressive behaviour. The police in their submission seek to release the man and to disallow the man to ever possess another firearm for the rest of his life. Defence counsel Maru Talangi said the request by the police was too harsh and to only restrict the man from using or possessing a firearm for 3 years or so. In summing up the case, the Justice of the Peace decided to charge the defendant for his first charge of using a firearm within residential areas $150, and his second charge of using a firearm whilst under the influence of alcohol, he received a charge of $100. The court also advised the defendant that the police will continue to have possession of his firearms for 3 years only. The defendant was released from prison straight after the court case, with advice to be mindful not to get arrested or appear in court again. And to end our news bulletin for tonight, Makefu's annual village show day on Saturday got more rain than business, as what some deemed a blessing. The start of the morning was a bit drizzly, but come mid-morning, The downpour prevented the big numbers to the event. One of the new activities for this year was the bike race with 2 loops around bush tracks before finishing off at the village green. The winners first went to Janam Hopatoa, second to Mr. McGregor, third to Asara Johnson, fourth to Ramona Jackson, and the youngest member of the competition, Siafi Williamu. The women's race was taken out by policewoman Narita Williamu and second by Mrs. Hita Patonga. The rest of the day saw people dodging puddles and racing from stalls to stalls to avoid getting wet. One of the most famous and popular Makefu Show Day event is the Unga Race, organised and sponsored by Stafford Guest. Some patrons were happy with the day.
Show days are still very important to Niue, to the people of Makefu and to the people of Niue. It's a good day for families, good day to gather together and come together as a people. And it's important that we get together a bit more often and smile and laugh.
It's good. Lots of good food, seeing lots of relations. I think that's the main thing with all these show days is meeting up with your relations. This island might be small, but we're scattered. And if you don't have transport, you don't meet with each other on these things. But good umu food.
The day ended with performances from the youth and other visitors and also from the village. And everyone looking forward to 2012 Makefu Show Day. That's our news bulletin for this evening. Good night.